Welcome back, guys, for a playthrough of Pokemon Gold. So I'm here in Ecrutech now. We've defeated Red, the most powerful trainer in the land. There's no one really left to challenge us. So it's time to get down to business and capture the legendary Pokemon that remain. We have the legendary beast, Raikou, Entei, and Suicune, which I'm going to try to see if I can get all three in one video. And then Lugia is the last one at level 70, who will be a whole other separate video. But the three beasts, they can be captured at level 40, so I've got really a sort of a method here, a plan. I threw Ampharos in the box and I grabbed my Noctowl because it's under level 40. The three beasts are at level 40, so we need to have a Pokemon that's like lower than level 40 and a max repel, which I've already popped. Once that's been done, we're gonna come down here and we're just gonna walk in the grass for, wait, there's no way. Is it already here? Oh my God, how lucky was that? Okay, there's Raikou. All right, and I used, because I just don't want to waste my time on this, I actually used the cloning method to grab a few Master Balls, so I've got 5. I'm just gonna go ahead and capture these things instantly. Bing! There is a more effective method for those that are, I guess, let me rephrase that, not more effective, but there is a better method if you don't have that many Master Balls and you don't want to do it that way. Mean Look, and that is probably like the most key crucial thing that you could do, but for me, I just don't care. The great rain clouds it carries, let it fire thunderbolts at will. They say that it descended with lightning. I can't believe we got it immediately. No, okay, that's crazy. That's like gotta be a world record. No cheats, man, didn't do anything for that. Okay, and then we're gonna go back down here and just rinse and repeat. Entei and Suicune will show up eventually, but we have to walk back and forth in the grass to see if we can encounter them. Yeah, I'm not here yet. But Mean Look is a great way to go. I think Umbreon might have been able to learn Mean Look. I know Jinx can learn it. There's like a bunch of different Pokemon that can pick up that move. So you might want to do a little research and take a look and see which Pokemon at your disposal that are available to you. You can add to your party and use that. Mean Look will keep it from running. It knows Roar, so it might be able to escape. That's why I thought, you know what, Master Ball cloning is easy. And if you're wondering how to do that, do you remember in the beginning of this playthrough when I showed you how you could clone and get all 3 starters? It's the exact same thing. So basically just throw a Pokemon in the box, give it an item to hold, in this case a Master Ball, and just rinse and repeat. And then do it as many times as you need to. I'm not collecting all the Pokemon in the games, so for me it's just like, all right, I'll just do it 5 times. 1 to have a spare Master Ball, and then 1 for the three dogs or beasts or whatever, and then 1 for Lugia. So that was my plan. I can't believe we caught Raikou instantly like that, though. Where is my... There we go. Now, usually when you're going after these, after the beasts, the easy way to go is to... or the not easy way, but the typical way is to encounter it in the wild and then watch it on the map and then go back and forth. I'm just kind of just going back and forth here myself, crossing that threshold, but that actually resets the encounter location twice, actually, because once we cross over and the music changes, then they've moved to a different area, and then I come back down here and it resets again. So I don't know, we got really lucky with Raikou. I think there is a spot in here somewhere. Where is this patch of grass? There should be another... Actually, no, I'm so stupid. No. I was doing it the wrong way. We're in Ecrutech here. We need to go between routes 36 and 37, I remember. Okay, so we'll just walk through here, see if anyone shows up. Since we have a Pokemon at front that's under level 40, but over, like, level whatever the wild are in here, there can't be anything in here that's higher than level 20. I imagine that would be very surprising. Actually, I might want to grab the bike for this. I don't know, I just kind of feel like this is going to be crazy tedious, but oh man. The music hasn't changed, so I assume that there's nobody here. That music hasn't changed, so we haven't changed route locations. I'm still shocked. Okay, there's another patch of grass. I wonder... Still nothing. We'll find it eventually. Come on. I'm just gonna do this. It's just faster for me. I get that it's inefficient because it resets twice, and that's detrimental to what I'm trying to do, but I don't care. It'll be fine. They'll show up here at some point. And I'm assuming if they're not showing up in like a handful of steps, then, yeah, they're not here. Okay. But once you run into them in the wild, if you don't have the Master Balls and you don't catch them, they end up like showing up on the map, so you can find them much more efficiently. Also, I'm very tired, so if I'm not being as like concise, precise, or clear as normal, I apologize. Man, it's been a long freaking day. I've been, you know, I don't want to say I've been dealing with a lot. I really haven't. Things have actually been really, really good. I think that these days, I think it's just so funny. Like, I think there's a heightened level of anxiety, I feel like, that I personally feel, and I'm starting to see a lot of people feel it as well. And I think ever since, maybe even before, I'm sure, but like ever since like lockdown stuff, everyone has kind of just been on edge. And even though we're so far past that, no one's talking about, you know, COVID anymore. There's just a really weird attitude about people not wanting to be social. And maybe I'm projecting, maybe it's just me, but I do see it. So, I mean, I don't think it's just me, but at least this is how I feel. And I feel like people just are struggling with dealing with very basic things. I know I am. So, like, I haven't been dealing with anything. That's not true. I have been dealing with some stuff, but not like a lot. Nothing that it's like out of the norm. But somehow things just feel emotionally heavier due to anxiety and other things that maybe I use as an excuse for things I don't want to deal with or cope with or whatever. But I don't know. I'm just freaking tired, man. And I'm gonna burn through these repels so quickly. I know there's another method here. Where is... There's a couple of different map options. So 37 is here, 36 is down there. Okay, so we're on 37. Let's just check. I want to see... Okay, so that changed. So are we now in a different route? 36. Okay, so there's a patch of grass here. This must be it. So this is probably the safest way to go. And I don't think... Yeah, you can't get up there. Because, like, there's a little click, watch. He'll hit a little spot where he, like, freezes for a second. Like, right here. You see it right there. Right there. Yeah, that's how you know that he's in a different location. Man, I do miss when there was, like, in the later generations, that quality update, or quality of life update, where you could get a little display on the screen where it's like, oh, you're in this town. Oh, you're on this route. Man, that was freaking useful. Tell ya. I do feel like I'm wasting more steps, though, with the repels, though. Where is this sweet spot? I know there's that. But, actually, wait, isn't there... Hold on. There should also be a cleanse tag, right? Helps repel wild Pokemon. I don't... That's the thing, is I don't actually know how strong that is. I'm still, like, shocked that we got Raikou so easily. I remember that there was another place I could go where the transition from one location to the next was like super easy, but I didn't use this method. Someone told me about this one, so that's the only reason why I'm doing it. But I'm too lazy to... I don't want to waste the max repel steps. So we're just going to go back and forth here. Reset, and come back down. And then hopefully he shows back up. Or one of them shows up again. Man, I've been trying to do my very best to, like, grind out videos and just kind of get some things done, be proactive, whatever. But I've just found often enough, for some strange reason, I have constantly just found myself always wrapping things up at around 11:30 p.m. And it, like, I don't know, I'm usually up that time anyway. But I would really like to be in bed watching Hulu by that time, and lately I've just been, like, grinding out. And I'm not getting burned out by it, it's just my time management is garbage. I'm not in a position where I'm like, oh god, I'm getting tired of YouTube. Not quite the contrary, actually. It's just a little frustrating that for some reason I keep on telling myself, like, oh, don't worry, you got more time. You can record this video. You can record this how-to. You can record this blah, 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 blah. And I do this over and over and over again to myself, where I'm, like, telling myself I have more time, and then, like, I don't. And then I'm like, before I know it, it's already 10 o'clock. I'm like, son of a... Gotta do this all over again. Now, I was told as well, for like the shiny versions of these, they're not shiny locked, so you can find them as shiny. But when you find them, or they don't like... So I just encountered Raikou, right? There was no way to know whether or not it was going to be shiny until I just encountered it there. And so, like, if you encounter it and it runs away, then that determines what it's going to be, you know? So I do wonder if I would have come down here, like, and just kind of, like, saved it right before I got in the grass, could I have shiny farmed it? I was going to say finey charmed. Damn, this is a B. He might not be showing up here. There might be another spot that I need to go to. Let me take a look real fast. I want to just make sure I'm looking at this right way. 37. Is this now 36? No. Got it. So 36. There it is. There was a transition. So now we're 36. I saw that. But there's not... where is that patch of grass at here that I want to take a look at? There's got to be another transition. So there's that transition. Now we're in town. There's that transition there. I think it's this. Down here should still be 36, right? It's just, I don't know, it seems so dumb. Like, this is the best way, but like, you're wasting so many steps with your repels. There has to be another way. A better way. But I also ran into Raikou very quickly when I went in the grass, and I've gone through this back and forth a whole bunch, so if he's not there... Yeah, see, I don't want to get off the bicycle, though. That's the thing. Yeah, if he's not here, he's not here. Is there... See, there was a transition. See, I'm wondering now, this is route, what, 35 or 34 or something, right? 35. See, I'm actually thinking this is probably a more efficient way to do it this way, honestly. Let's see, is my max repel? It's still used. Okay. Come down here. I see the item, but I don't need it. Okay, there's a transition. This is the sweet spot right here. 36 and 30, or 35 and 36. It is a little bit tiresome about the tree getting in the way because it respawns so quickly, but I can deal with that. But anyway, I don't know. Everyone's got anxiety, everyone's stressing out over little things and all that. Or maybe it's just some sort of like social media echo chamber where people are just sort of like finding the memes in saying that they're just dealing with anxiety, but they're really not. That's the thing, is like I've also found that there are a lot of people, and I'm obviously not a doctor by any stretch of the imagination, nor am I qualified to talk about anything mental health wise, so don't take anything I'm saying as advice, because it's obviously not. But I do find that there are a lot of people out there claiming to have depression when it's like, dude, you're just sad, man. You don't have anxiety. You don't know what that feels like. You don't have anxiety. You're not, you know, feeling that level of stress. You're not depressed. Some of them probably are. Some of them are. I'm not trying to dismiss like people's actual emotions and struggles and everything, but you can tell when people are doing it for like online attention versus like someone who's actually depressed. Like, you can sort of tell the behavior of someone who's like experiencing depression versus someone who's just like claiming it online for likes and whatever. You know what I mean? I don't know. Like, I can't sit here and diagnose or anything like that, so I don't mean to come across that way, because that's not what I mean at all. But you do have to admit there is a sort of like Twitter, Tumblr type of echo chamber of emotional, like, look at me type of thing, which is like, I don't know, problematic. A lot of attention seekers, and they revel in the pity too, which also is like a little like, oh, come on. I will admit I've done that before, where I was having a bad day and I turned to social media to cheer me up, which, I don't know, on one hand I sort of get it, but on the other, like, you really shouldn't be looking to like I don't know, looking for people to cheer you up. Like, you're strange. I don't know. Who am I to say? I don't know. If I'm having a bad day, I may turn to you guys too. But like at the same time, like I hate it. Like I would probably do it, but that's like part of the human condition. Is you are what you hate, and you hate what you are, and I feel like that sums up my entire being. Like I despise some of the human decisions that I make, or that I see other people make, and then I turn around and like go and do the same thing. You know, drives me crazy. God, should I just like lock it down and be like, okay, that's how you catch Raikou? Like, get super freaking lucky. Oh my lord. I wonder how long this is gonna take. If I'm not seeing them now, I'm not gonna see them at all in that grass. See, there's that transitional spot. I feel like it's coming. I'm feeling Entei. Damn, I might need to buy more of these. You could probably use super repels too. Any repel will do. It's not about the level that they're blocked, right? It's like the amount of steps that you can take, you know what I mean? But I don't know. I hate that. I hate that about myself. I hate being the thing that I don't like. You know what I mean? I'm sure you know what I mean. Still. I also just had like a late night snack, which I try really hard not to do that. I try hard to not to eat past 6:30 p.m. is typically my cutoff. But like I got hungry because I had food like earlier in the day, and then I didn't eat like right before my cutoff point at 6:30. And I was like, oh man, I need to make some sandwiches. Low carb bread, some mustard, and prosciutto. It's a very basic snack, but I don't know, I like it. Bread high in fiber, low in carbohydrates. Just because like I'm not active, I'm not really burning any energy, but man, does it give you that food coma feeling. You're just tired. Oof, boy. Also, I went and took a dip in the good old pool earlier, and then took a shower, and now my hair looks like a freaking Justin Bieber cut. So I apologize in advance if you've been looking at that like, oh my god, Marcanine, what's going on with your hair, dude? Why do you look so goofy? That's the reason, my friends. That's the reason. Okay, this is getting ridiculous. I'm surprised that it is taking this long. There's not really a way for you to, you know, to deal with this any other way. Yeah, we're gonna have to buy. I might have to go and just buy like max repels. Well, you can actually do multiple stacks of 99. So if I have enough money, which I don't know if I do, but you can do like, you can get a stack of 99 and then it won't go to 100. It'll just start a second stack. But I definitely will need to buy more after this. I am really surprised we haven't run into another one. We got so lucky with Raikou, and Raikou actually looked shiny to me, didn't he? His color palette looked shiny. It's very odd to me. I was thinking about so in the Discord server, the Marcanine Discord server, we have a section dedicated to a bunch of different subtopics, but like a gaming section, and one of them is Pokemon, and another one is trading cards, which can be anything. But we talk a lot about Pokemon cards and new Pokemon cards that are coming out. And we were talking earlier today, in fact, about how there's a handful of trading card expansions, Shining Fates and Hidden Fates in particular, that have a lot of shiny Pokemon cards, which I am like obsessed with. I'm not looking to complete the entire set. I'm only going after like the shiny Pokemon that I want. But one thing that I did notice about that set is that Suicune has a shiny card, but Entei and Raikou do not have shiny cards in either of those sets, which is really disappointing. There are like there's a Bulbapedia article out there, which like if you just do a Google of list of shiny Pokemon trading cards, the Bulbapedia has a link that shows you every Pokemon card, I think to current, that features a shiny Pokemon in it. Some are more obvious than others, like Pokemon like Gengar, you know, that don't, and Garchomp, that don't really have a strong, noticeable shiny, like are a little bit frustrating to look at, but some of them are really, really awesome, and they have some really great art designs. There's some cards that on that list that I'm going to be looking to buy soon, but anyway, I was talking about that, and we were just talking about how like the trading cards, I really wish they would continue making more shiny cards, and there's a very limited like amount of shiny cards that are like actually on the market right now. And I forget which one it was. Crown Zenith maybe was an expansion that I got, and I pulled a shiny. What is that thing? That weird skeleton dinosaur thing that's at the end of Sword and Shield. Eternatus, that's right. I got that thing, which is actually kind of frustrating because I bought that card as a single online, and then I immediately go and buy a pack of whatever expansion it's in, which I think is Crown Zenith, and then like I pull that card. I'm like, son of a... I mean, it was only like $5, so it wasn't like a huge loss or anything, but like, you know, those $5 I could have spent on, you know, another card maybe. But anyway, I haven't seen any new shiny Pokemon cards, and right now, I think at the time of this recording, they're doing the Scarlet Violet expansion trading cards, and there's no shiny Pokemon in that. Instead, they're doing like that, what is it? Crystal Terra thing or whatever, where like you have a crystal form of the Pokemon, and it's just such an ugly, stupid design. Like, those cards are so dumb. Like, there's a couple that I thought were kind of neat. Like, Gyarados has a really cool one. Arcanine has a really cool one. I bought the Arcanine one just because, obviously. But like, it's just like there's a weird design with it, because some of them don't really look that good in the first place, but all the design is like slightly crystallized in the body, and then it's got like an elemental hat on, which is like really stupid. I don't know. So I was just like, I was really disappointed in that. I was like, oh, come on, seriously, like, no shiny Pokemon. They finally did introduce Armarouge and Cerulege and Charcadet, which are my 3 new favorite Pokemon from this from Gen 9. But like, their shinies are so bad. God, they could have done something so great with it. And it's equal parts frustrating because right now, like, we know how their shiny system works. Before, it was all like on there was just a design or an automatic like system that just adjusted the colors like it was automated. And then later on, especially in Gen 9, it was done by hand. So someone by hand decided that Armarouge and Cerulege, the 2 coolest Pokemon to be introduced in Gen 9, deserved only to have their eye colors like swapped rather than inverting the colors entirely. Armarouge should have been purple and blue, and Cerulege should have been red and yellow. Very disappointing. But shiny Pokemon have sort of died out between that, like the last like gen of cards across the board for Gen 9, which is disappointing. I was really saddened by that. But all right, okay, so this is taking a little longer than I thought, so I'm not going to sit here. I don't want to do an edit for it because I figure we talked about some interesting topics. So here's what we're going to do. We are going to just like, we're going to go ahead and wrap it up and be like, all right, we caught Raikou, boom, there we go. We'll do separate videos. I know that's, I don't particularly like how this has gone, but I'm actually really tired, so I don't want to hunt for all 3 of the Pokemon. So we'll just do individuals for it, and then we'll talk about whatever while we're doing it and kill it in time. If the video, for whatever reason, exceeds like an hour, then I'll cut it down. But since we're at that 20+ limit mark, I'm just like, whatever. I need to get some sleep. We caught Raikou, that's 1 down. We still have 2 more to go, plus Lugia, so 3 more total legendaries to go. But we'll go after whoever's next in the next episode of the playthrough, since it's all at random. But for now, I will bid you adieu. Thank you for hearing me out as I rambled while we looked around and made some progress. 33% done with one of the dogs or beasts down of the 3. But nonetheless, thank you guys for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed this the conversations and my rambling. If so, you can share your love by hitting the like button. Do not forget to subscribe. Any feedback for me, leave it in the comment section. I'll get back to you as soon as possible. Also, don't forget to take a look at the description box. There's some links that might be of interest to you, one of which is a link to the Marcanine community Discord server. As I mentioned, we have a lot of interesting topics going on in there, especially with like trading cards. So if you want to come and join us and be part of that group, you can certainly do that. Otherwise, just know I appreciate you and your time, and hope to see you when we continue with more of our playthrough of Pokemon Gold. All right, guys, that's it for me. Take care, be well. I'll see you later.